At the family dinner in our Portland home, I stood frozen as my mother's hand stung my cheek, her words slicing through the air. Hand over your savings for your sister's house or get out. I'm Luna, 30 years old, and I didn't fight back. I didn't break down. I just turned and left. A month later, 18 missed calls from my mother, her voice shaky. Please save your sister. My 5-word text flipped it all. Let her house save her. That slap wasn't the first control attempt. It built from years of them treating me like the disposable one while my sister got everything handed to her. I worked freelance coding jobs scraping by in Portland, building that $50,000 secret fund from late nights and skipped meals. They saw me as the strong one who owed them, but I was done. What came next shattered their world and freed mine. Have you ever been cornered by your own family like this? Drop your craziest family drama in the comments. Smash that like button and subscribe if you've ever fought back against betrayal. It all traced back to when I was 18, ready to chase my own path in Portland. My parents pushed me towards safe jobs like waitressing or retail things they got. I wanted tech coding specifically, but my father laughed it off. You'll end up broke chasing that nonsense, he said over breakfast one morning. My mother nodded along, adding, Stick to something reliable, honey. No one's gonna hire a girl for that. Meanwhile, my sister, just 11, got the latest gadgets without asking a new tablet for her birthday, while I fixed up an old laptop from a thrift store. I ignored them, took loans, and started community college anyway, juggling night shifts at a diner to pay for it. By 22, I graduated buried in $60,000 of debt, landing entry-level gigs, fixing bugs for small apps at barely $1,500 a month. I ate cheap ramen, coding extra hours to build skills in software development. My sister, now 16, borrowed my notes for a project and lost them, no apology, no replacement. My parents bought her a fancy planner instead, telling me, you should have kept better track. At 25, a mentor at my first real job spotted my drive and taught me advanced frameworks. Tech's about persistence, she said, but guard your progress. I hustled, helping land a big client for the team. My sister, 20, got a full ride to college from their savings while I chipped away at loans. She partied through 3 majors, business, design, communications before quitting at 23, saying she needed a break on their dime. When I hit 28, I went freelance, sleeping on a couch in my tiny apartment, building apps from scratch focused on local startups, drawing from weekends, tinkering with code since high school. My sister, 25, racked up $10,000 in credit card debt on clothes and trips. I bailed her out once, thinking it'd turn her around. Thanks, sis, she texted. You're the best. But she booked a weekend getaway right after. At 30, I closed my first major contract, a custom platform that netted me enough to start that secret fund. My sister, 27, bounced through 5 jobs in a year: barista, clerk, assistant, influencer, gig, nanny. I hooked her up with a remote data entry role through a contact. She bailed after 2 weeks, complaining, the hours suck. My parents dismissed it. She's figuring things out. Give her time. Their questions about my life always circled back to when I'd help out more. At 29, my sister crashed at my place for a visit and left with scratches on my old sedan from a joyride, no fix, just a shrug. My mother called, accidents happen, don't make a fuss. A year later, she begged for cash to cover emergencies, and I spotted it, went to spa days, not bills. You've got it easy with your tech stuff, she said once. It's no big deal for you. My parents echoed, you're doing well, share the luck. Family sticks together. They framed her as the fragile one, me as the rock who should carry it all. I saw the cycle, my fun growing while they tapped me dry. After that dinner, slap venting to a friend flipped my switch. You're not their backup plan, she said. Set boundaries now. The ambush brewed from there. My sister eyed my freelance posts online, jealous of my stability. She pitched the house idea to our parents as her fresh start. They bought it, plotting to force my hand. Their plan hit me hard with a call from my mother on a Thursday night, just as I wrapped a late coding session for a Portland startup. Her tone cut sharp, no hello. Come home tomorrow, it's important. My gut twisted maybe an emergency someone hurt. I rescheduled meetings, packed an overnight bag, and drove my pickup truck down to their place, the engine hummed steady, but my mind racing. Arriving, I saw my sister's beat up hatchback and an unfamiliar van outside. The setup inside screamed trap. My mother perched tense on the sofa, fists tight. My father claimed his recliner face set like he was negotiating a deal. My sister sprawled, casually smirking already. Beside her sat my aunt, a real estate agent with slick folders of house listings prices hovering around $50,000. What's this about? I asked, keeping my voice even despite the pulse in my ears. My father leaned in. Your sister needs a real home to get her life together. Sell off your fund, we buy the house. I stared, processing. You mean my savings? The $50,000 I built alone for her? My mother jumped in, eyes pleading but firm. It's for her stability, dear. You've got your freelance work going strong. You can rebuild that fund easy. My sister chimed, all chipper. Yeah, it'll help me focus, maybe start a side hustle. You could always save more later. Heat rose in me. That money's mine from years of grinding code while you all watched her blow through cash. She needs a job, not a handout. 50,000 could pay her rent or classes for ages. My aunt piped up smooth. Houses build equity. It's an investment in her future, and values hold here in Portland. My father brushed me off. She's got applications out. We'll handle the down payment till she's on her feet. I shook my head. She's never stuck with anything past a month. Who's covering utilities, taxes, everything else? My mother's expression hardened. Don't you care about family? I fired back. I care enough to stop this enabling cycle. That's when it blew up. My mother rose fast, her slap landing hard. Your sister gets the house or you're out, she yelled. My sister just grinned, no fake concern. I stormed out, that grin searing into me. The harassment ramped up quick. Texts flooded from my mother, house photos, price tags, guilt lines like think of her happiness. My father voicemail ed about family obligations. My aunt called lecturing, you're being selfish with your success. My sister posted vaguely online, when family won't support your new chapter, tagging me for drama. Each ping tightened my chest, but that grin fueled my resolve. They figured I'd cave like before. No way this time. Days later, I noticed my email alerts spiking, odd logins from unfamiliar IPs. A chill hit. Had they snooped, I checked my security logs and froze. Records showed my father and sister accessing my account while I was out pulling fund statements noting details. My father's mutter caught on a linked mic. Once she agrees, we move quick. Blood pounded in my temples. This crossed into theft territory. I phoned a lawyer buddy from my tech network. No claim on your fund, he assured. It's yours earned solo. But if they've got access, they might fake transfers or docs. His warning confirmed it. They'd push boundaries I'd never expected. Digging further, my sister had stories up. New home vibes incoming with house emojis. My aunt emailed my father about viewing dates, assuming I'd fold. The nerve boiled me. They acted like my refusal meant nothing. I refused to wait passive. I texted Edward, my boyfriend, from the coding meetups. Need a secure spot for docs. He offered his locked office downtown with encrypted drives and alarms. A colleague volunteered to watch my place. My friend insisted, this protects more than money. It's your independence. We planned over quick coffee, a midnight swap to dodge eyes. At 11 p.m., we rolled. Edward met at my apartment, tools ready. My colleague parked nearby as lookout. My friend scanned the block for tails, her instincts sharp. I grabbed my fund papers and laptop, heart thumping not just from risk, but from shedding their hold. This went beyond cash, it broke their chains. I drove side streets, lights low. Edward led to his setup, a secure room with backups. He set new passwords, handing me sole access. My friend hugged me. You took the step. In that quiet space, grief mixed with lift for once, I controlled the board. Securing those docks shifted the power. The next morning, my phone buzzed at 7 a.m. sharp, my father's number. His rage boiled over. Where's the proof of that fund? You can't hide what's needed for your sister. I sipped coffee at my boyfriend's place, steady now. It's locked away, Dad. No one's touching it but me. He stammered, accusing me of betrayal like I'd stolen from them. This family's falling apart because of you. I repeated, calm, it's my earnings, my choice. He slammed the line down, but the barrage continued. My mother left messages, voice breaking. How could you do this over money? Then a letter arrived via certified mail, a bogus legal notice from some firm claiming I'd withheld family resources for refusing to fund her essential needs. My lawyer friend reviewed it and chuckled. Pure bluff. No basis. They're desperate. He crafted a sharp reply. The fund was solely mine. Any more pressure equaled harassment. I mailed it pulse steady but fierce. The blowback came swift. Without my cash, my sister's house dream crumbled. Her cards maxed from endless splurges, no income stream. Friends ditched when the free rides ended. Within weeks, she declared bankruptcy, nuking her credit for years. In Portland's tight job market, even entry-level spots turned her away too risky. My parents, who'd co-signed her recent debts, expecting my bailout, stared down foreclosure on their home. Cousins who'd piled on the guilt went silent, ashamed of the fallout. Neighbors gossiped about their spoiled kid and enabling folks. The family's rep tanked hard. I didn't celebrate, but the burden eased. A month on my mother rang 18 times in hours, whispered desperate. Your sister's ruined, bankrupt, jobless, breaking down. Come through for her. I glanced at my laptop screen, fund intact. Let her house save her. I texted, then blocked them all. No regrets, no bridges left, just the outcomes they'd invited. As their chaos peaked, mine leveled up. Amid the storm, I scored my biggest freelance gig yet, a full app overhaul for a national firm, boosting my savings further. My boyfriend, colleague, and friend formed my real support net bond, stronger than blood. My pickup truck idled ready in the driveway, symbol of my independence. I wasn't vicious. I didn't crave their suffering, but I'd grasped the truth. Fueling their demands only sped their crash. The true payback. Stepping clear of their pull. Limits set firm preserved my world. That fire from the setup drove deeper actions. I printed the hacked email logs, timestamps clear, and stashed copies. When my aunt texted again, pushing a compromise viewing, I ignored, but noted her IP matched the breaches. My boyfriend suggested, hit them with facts, show you're ahead. We rehearsed over dinner, scripting the reveal. 2 days later, another family call came, my father demanding a resolution meeting at their house. I agreed, but on my terms, neutral ground, a coffee shop downtown. They showed up tense, mother fidgeting, father stern, sister sulking, aunt tagging along smug. I slid the folder across the table. These logs prove you hacked my accounts. That's illegal. My sister's eyes widened. What? No way, we just checked stuff. My father blustered, family shares info, don't overreact. But my mother paled. We didn't mean harm. I leaned in. You thought I'd roll over? This ends now or I report it. My aunt grabbed for the papers, spilling coffee in the scramble. Give that back. Chaos erupted, voices rising as patrons stared. My sister snapped. You're ruining everything over your stupid fund. I stood, papers secure. You ruined it by stealing. Police next if you push. They froze, bluff called. I walked out, dialing my lawyer en route. He filed a report that afternoon, cyber intrusion charges pending. The investigation hit fast, freezing their assets temporarily. My sister's fresh start vanished in legal fees. They begged via email once more, drop this for family. I deleted, unyielding. The confrontation sealed it. Back home, I upgraded my security, multi-factor everywhere, new accounts. My colleague hooked me into a support group for similar stories sharing tips on cutting ties. "You've got this," she said. My boyfriend held me that night. "Proud of you for standing tall." The rush mixed adrenaline and release. I'd flipped from victim to victor. Their scheme backfired spectacularly, exposing cracks I'd ignored too long. No more enabling. My fund grew untouched, fueling my next venture, a solo app launch. As alerts pinged success, their silence spoke volumes. Revenge wasn't destruction, it was detachment, letting their choices bury them. The probe escalated when auditors linked my aunt's firm to shady deals, suspending her operations pending trial. She liquidated listings to pay lawyers, her network fracturing. "I was just helping family," she claimed in a desperate call I let go to voicemail. My sister's bankruptcy judge added probation for the hacks, forcing community service that clashed with her lifestyle. She bounced between temp shelters applying for aid programs that rejected her due to the fraud flags. "If you'd just given the money, none of this happens." She ranted to mutual acquaintances who relayed it. I laughed it off. My parents refinanced what little they had left, my mother picking up cashier shifts at a grocery chain, her pride shattered. "We never meant for this," she whispered in a letter I shredded unread. Relatives distanced fast. My cousin unfriended me online, but stopped defending them at gatherings. The family's old Portland circle evaporated, invites ceasing as shame took hold. I channeled the energy into my work, securing a patent on my app's core algorithm drawing venture interest. My boyfriend and I bought a modest condo, furnishing it with pieces from local makers. "This is our foundation," he said, handing me the keys. My friend introduced me to a mentorship program where I guided young coders facing similar pressures. Weekend hikes replaced old family obligations, each step lighter without their weight. Sitting with my laptop one night, the full weight hit. This wasn't just survival, it was rebirth. The key lesson: blood ties don't justify abuse. Real family earns trust through respect, not demands. I've seen how enabling spirals into ruin, guilt as a weapon, success as a target. Spot it early. The favors that never end, the dismissals of your efforts, the covert grabs. Draw lines firm and fast, or they'll redraw your life. For those out there grinding alone, remember, your achievements are yours to guard. Letting go isn't loss, it's liberation from chains you never asked for. Appreciate you hearing me out. Drop your boundary stories in the comments. Let's build each other up. Like if this fired you up, and subscribe for more on claiming your power. The subpoenas unearthed deleted chats plotting alternate schemes. If I resisted adding conspiracy counts. My aunt forfeited her certification, job hunting in unrelated fields, like admin work. "Back to square one," she lamented in a forum post under a pseudonym I glimpsed via search. My sister's warrant led to a brief arrest, bailing out with borrowed funds she couldn't repay. "Bail me out one last time," she texted from jail. No response from me. My parents' appeal hearing exposed lies under oath, perjury threats looming. "We were desperate," my mother admitted on record. Kinship bonds shattered. My second cousin blocked them after a heated call. Portland's tech scene buzzed with my app's acclaim invites to panels rolling in. My boyfriend and I adopted a rescue dog, training sessions bonding us deeper. "New family starts here," he said during walks. My friend collaborated on a webinar, audience growing. Coffee meetups with mentors fueled ideas. My fund reinvested smartly. News outlets picked up the case as a cyber family feud, anonymizing me, but naming them. My sister's social profiles went dark after backlash, isolation hitting hard. "Everyone hates me now," she complained to a shared contact. My parents' move involved selling furniture curbside, humility forced. Lesson learned too late. My father told a therapist per court-mandated reports. Fallout rippled creditors, garnished wages, utilities cut off briefly. My aunt's ex-partners won judgments, seizing assets. I keynoted a conference app, hitting milestone celebrations with my circle. My boyfriend planned a honeymoon passports ready. Your strength inspires, he noted. My colleague's promotion came from our project gratitude exchanged. Proceedings wrapped with community service for all reputations tarnished irreparably. The immediate chaos cemented my detachment, their pleas echoing unanswered. The appeals court upheld all rulings adding restitution orders. My aunt couldn't meet garnishing her wages indefinitely. She clerked at gas station shifts clashing with court dates. Never saw this coming. She griped in a forum post under a pseudonym I spotted. My sister's evasion ended in custody, serving time in a low-security facility. Letters pleading, "Get me out, family helps family." My parents' new digs and outskirts lacked basics, my father landscaping for pennies, my mother tutoring kids online sporadically. Broke and broken. He confessed to a pastor, words circling back, no stir in me. Ancestral links vanished. My distant aunt rewrote her will, excluding them. Portland's tech fairs featured my booth collaborations blooming. My boyfriend and I volunteered at shelters, giving back anonymously. Paying forward, he suggested during sessions. My friend co-hosted streams, audience growing. Quiet dinners sparked innovations, unburdened creativity flowing. Media follow-ups highlighted lessons in digital betrayal, their anonymity stripped in case studies. My sister's release conditions included no contact orders with me enforced strictly. Starting over alone, she blogged vaguely. My parents' pension claims denied over discrepancies, scrimping on generics. Regrets pile up. My mother told a counselor, notes public in filings. Wider impacts hit vendors, boycotted their small ventures communities, wary. My aunt's social circle shrank to nil, isolation self-imposed. I lectured at universities, inspiring protégés on ethics in code. My boyfriend upgraded our setup with servers, for scaling up. My colleagues' grant win funded expansions. Mentorship circles expanded support. Reciprocal. With proceedings archived, the chapter closed, their lives contracted, mine unbounded. The ordeal forged unbreakable insights. Bonds thrive on reciprocity, not obligation. Anything less is a trap. I've pinpointed the traps, subtle manipulations posing as care, uneven burdens disguised as unity, silent resentments fueling grabs. Arm yourself. Track patterns meticulously, build external networks, enforce no's without apology. For anyone entangled in familial webs, embrace this. Your worth isn't their currency. Sever the drain and flourish in the void left behind. Detachment gifts, clarity, turning pain into power for paths untrodden. Appreciate you tuning in. Share your turning points in comments, strength in numbers. Like for the vibe, subscribe for real deal journeys.